Welcome to Overseas Volunteers for Better India, technical presentation on Bhaskara. We have our professors Shriram, Professor Ramesh and Professor Muthuraman to lead the presentation. So I turn it over to Professor Shriram ji.
Namo Namaha. In this 900th birth anniversary year of legendary Indian mathematician Bhaskaracharya, we express our deep gratitude by understanding his invaluable contributions in mathematics. Born in 114 AD in Maharashtra, India, he is fortunate enough to have the father as the guru. Bhaskara calculated the precise time taken by the Earth to orbit the Sun as 365.25875684 days within accuracy of 3.5 minutes. Bhaskara scripted the book titled Siddhanta Shiromani, having 4 parts: Lilavati, which deals with arithmetic and geometry; Bijganitam, algebra; Goladhyay and Grahaganitadhyay are the works on astronomy. The most fascinating contribution of Vedic scholars is introduction of numbers from 1 to 9, 0 and the decimal system, about which Einstein remarked that we owe a lot to the Indians who taught us how to count, without which no worthwhile scientific discovery could have been made. Bhaskara suggested 18 decoupled terms from 1 to Parardha. From Eka to Ayuta, here the list reads from 1 to 10,000. In the next list, Prayuta to 1 million, Abja for 1 billion, Mahapadma for 1 trillion, etc., up to Antya 10 raised to 15, and lastly Parardha 10 to the power 17. Addition to cube root are 8 fundamental operations discussed by Bhaskara. They are applicable to numbers, surds, as well as the polynomials. One example we will see how Bhaskara teaches us the multiplication, where we need to find the product of 135 and 12. We multiply here from left to right. 1 to 135 gives 135, and 2 into 135 gives 270. Note the mode of writing. On addition of the answer is 1620. Similarly, in the next example, 5 into 247, the answer is written by writing 1 into 247 first, followed by 8 into 47, and vertical addition gives the answer 127946. In the product 26 into 75, similar method is used. 5 into 26 gives 130, and 7 into 26 gives 182. Answer is 1950. For evaluating the squares, Bhaskara suggested a similar method and uses the formula a plus b whole square. So first, square of 1 is written as 1, 2 into 1 into 8 equal to 16, and square of 8 equal to 64. Addition gives 324 as the answer for 18. Similarly, for 76 squares, the steps are 7 square equal to 49, 2 into 7 into 6, 84, and 6 square equal to 36, written according to the pattern. Addition gives the answer 5776. For finding the cube, we apply the result a plus b whole cube. Then 46 cube will give us 4 cube 64, 3 into 4 square into 6 288, 3 into 4 into 6 square 432, and lastly 6 cube 218. Again, total gives the answer 97336. Bhaskara discussed methods of extracting square roots of the expression number 1 from 13 to root 24, and in second case from 9x square 4y square up to 2z plus 1. This is considered as the very significant contribution of Bhaskara in the field. Bhaskara discussed methods of solving quadratic and cubic equations in one variable, along with the equations in 2 and 3 variables like ax square plus by square plus c equal to z square, etc. Bhaskara culminated the study of second degree indeterminate equations, as they are called, nx square plus 1 equal to y square, as initiated by Brahmagupta earlier. But this study is nearly 100,000 years old before Fermat and Euler. Bhaskara successfully attempted the Fermat's challenge of extracting integer solutions of 16x square plus 1 equal to y square. In geometry, Baudhayana stated the theorem popularly known as the Pythagoras theorem. Bhaskara stated two proofs for the same, one of which is repeated by John Wallis in 1665. Bhaskara claims two values for y for pi ratio equal to 22/7 as the approximate value and 3927 divided by 1250 as more accurate value. In decimal places, it turns to be 3.1428 for first and 3.1416 for the accurate value. He calculated the value of length of the side of a equilateral polygon from triangle to nanagon inscribed in a circle, correct up to 5 decimal places when compared to modern value. In trigonometry, Bhaskara stated definitions for Indian sine and cosine with relation between them. The application of the values like sine of a plus or minus b, cos of a plus or minus b, sine 2a, sine 3a, sine a by 2, etc. are also discussed. From the term Khahara Rashi for x upon 0, it is clear that Bhaskara is saying in modern language limit of x upon h when h tends to 0 equal to infinity. Of course, it is a definition of arithmetical infinity. The concept of infinitesimal with notion of truti equal to 1 upon 33,750 seconds, which is order of 10 raised to minus 5, is again a major contribution in the area. While discussing Tatkalika Gati, Bhaskara used the result sin omega dash minus sine omega equal to omega dash minus omega into cos omega for the sign differences. In modern notations, this reads as del sin phi equal to cos phi del phi. By saluting this great master and the exponent, I hand over to Dr. Ramesh for Vedic mathematics problems.
Welcome to all. First, I'll discuss about the advantages of Vedic mathematics. Whenever we are talking about mathematics in general, two things are very important in mathematics. One is speed and other is accuracy. So in Vedic mathematics calculations, the way that we do it, we take care of both the speed and accuracy here. And the second one is independent verification. Generally, when we solve the problems, at the end of the problem, we are not very sure the answer is right or wrong. So the independent verification method will give us the verification techniques where one can verify the answer independent to the way that we solve the question. And then third one is optimum utilization of brain. Here basically normally we do the calculations, only one calculation at one time, and we write the answer and then we go ahead. But in case of Vedic mathematics calculation, we write the answer in one go by different calculations and multiplications, additions together in one go with a systematic way. So the optimum utilization of brain here is there. Both the left brain and right brain were fully activated to get the full utilization of the brain. And because of that, it reflects in all other walks of life. Like once we see that a child is good in mathematics or science, he excels in all other fields also. So automatically anybody means we can easily observe this. So it reflects in other walks of life. And then whatever the Vedic math techniques are there, all these are complementary to the regular mathematics. So whatever we studied in the regular mathematics, it gives a complementary to that. Means from there we can start and we can learn this very easily. Right? And then we'll see the applications of Vedic mathematics. Here I have shown some at really critical places where in arithmetic the cube root of the number, if we want to find, just in one go we can find using the Vedic methods. So in normal methods there is a long methods are there. So here just by seeing the number we can tell the answer. Similarly, in case of algebra, when difficult algebraic expressions, divisions are there, here we can observe that the difficult algebraic expressions can be solved very easily using the Vedic math technique just by one go. Similarly, in case of trigonometry also we can apply this, like sine 4x and all are there here. So by using the Vedic math technique, even we need not confine to all the formulas of sin x, cos sin 4x, cos 4x, tan 4x and all, where here we basically work with the triangles and the multiple angles of the triangle, and it becomes very easy to solve even complex problems of trigonometry using the Vedic math technique. Similarly, in case of calculus also we can use this. Wherever the complex calculus problems are there, some Vedic math techniques can be applied. Similar, we are going to see the basically crosswise multiplication and all. Similar to that, we use for calculus too. So with this, I'm taking one example where how the calculations can be simplified. Here, one simple example I had taken, that is 24 times 35. Here, the Vedic maths is based on the sutra. The sutra here we are going to use is Urdhva Tiryak Sutra. The meaning of it is vertically crosswise. In this, we are going to do the calculation from right to left, and we use some patterns. So the patterns will give us the more idea about the right brain working and all, and then we can solve the problem. Like 24 by 35 is there. In this, we take the right one first, that is in the units place. First, we multiply 5 and 4. So we can see that 5 and 4, and then 5 times 4 is 20. 2 carry forward, and we write 0 in the place. So here 4 digits are there. So we divide the answer into 3 parts. So the first part is 5 times 4, 20. 2 is passed and 0 is placed. So going to the second position. So here the passed 2 is there. Along with that, 5 times 2 is 10. And one more calculation we take as 3 times 4 is 12. So when we are adding this 2, 10 and 12, we'll get 24. So out of the 24, we will write 4 in the 4 in the middle part, and 2 is carry forward to the left position. So in the now the third block, that is on the left side of the screen, the third block, it is multiplication of tens place, that is 2 times 3. So the passed 2 is there. By adding passed to the 2 to the 2 times 3, we'll get 6. So in total, we'll get 8. So the final answer here is 840. By practicing this technique, immediately we can write as 24 times 35, as in one go we can write as 840. So we'll go for the next example with the 3-digit by 2-digit number, like 614 divided by multiplied by 53. So here in this, we observe that there are 5 digits are there. 614 is 3-digit number and 53 is a 2-digit number. So in total we have 5 digits are there. So the number of parts will be 4 parts, less than 1 of the total number of digits. So here the answer is divided into 4 parts, and we'll start from the right part. So 614 multiplied by 53. So the units place numbers are here 3 and 4. So we multiply 3 by 4, we'll get 12. So we write 2 and carry forward 1 to the left position. So for the second part, we'll start with the carry forward 1, and then as shown in the diagram of the second one, it is 3 times 1 and 5 times 4. So 1 plus 3 plus 20, that is 24. So 24, out of 24, I am writing 4 in the second part and carry forward 2 to the left position. So now we are moving into the third part. In the third part, as shown in the above figure, we multiply the units place with 6, that is hundreds position, and 5 with 1. So here, by taking the carry forward 2 and 18 and 5, we'll get 25. So out of 25, we'll write 5 and carry forward 2. So the last position, the leftmost position, is the multiplication of tens place and hundreds place, that is 5 times 6, that is 30, and carry forward 2 is there, so it is 32. So in total, we get the answer in one line as 32542, that is 32,542. So in one go, we got this answer. So it's a beautiful way of doing from right to left. Even there are methods for doing from left to right and all bigger divisions and all. Whatever big calculations, any calculations are there, using the Vedic math techniques, we can solve in just one line.
So these are the two questions for quiz. So you can solve these questions. Now it is the time for answers. So the first question here, all the three diagrams are shown, two diagrams are shown where how the multiplications are done so that it is easy for us to understand. So for the first one, the answer is 3 times 1 is 3. and 3 times 5 is 15 plus 2 is 17. So 7 is written in the middle part and 1 is carry forward. So carry forward 1 and 2 times 5 is 10. So 1 plus 10 is 11. So in total we got 1173 as the first answer. And for the second one, it is 3 times 1 is 3, that is units place. That is the rightmost part of the answer. And for the second part, as we seen in the figure, it is 3 times 2 and 5 times 1, that is 6 plus 5, that is 11. So in 11, we write 1 and we carry forward the 1 to the left position. And for the third part, that is 3 times 4 and 5 times 2, that is 3 times 4 is 12 and 5 times 2 is 10. So 12 plus 10 is 22 and carry forward 1 is there. So it is total 23. So out of 23, we write 3 in the part and carry forward 2 to the leftmost part. The leftmost part, as we see in the diagram, it is 5 times 4, which is 20, and carry forward 2 is there. So 22313 is the final answer. So these are the two questions and the answers are given. So those uh, who could not able to do it within time, they can verify the methods and re revise their answers. I hand over to Muthuramanji to talk about Vedic mathematics and computers. Turn over to Muthuramanji.
Vedic mathematics offers great scope in computer field, hardware architecture to be specific. Hundreds of papers are already presented or published in the computer conferences or journals, showing improvement in instruction time. More powerful features like vinculum and combinations are yet to be explored. The high bandwidth processing and the intense number crunching operations demand more faster CPU. With all this, VPU, the Vedic processor unit, is expected soon as the next generation CPU after the APU, the accelerated processor unit, and GPU, the graphic processor unit. What we see is the front cover of the book, Enjoy Vedic Mathematics, written by Sriram Ji and Dr. Ramesh Ji. This is a self-study of Vedic mathematics algorithms in a very easy way. Usually the books on Vedic mathematics, unless we use with the teacher, it is very difficult to understand. This book is an exception. I strongly recommend for this level 0 and 1 covering all arithmetic operations. This book is very simple. People will be able to perform self-study with this book. Finally, we will see what the great spiritual master says about this Vedic mathematics. This Vedic mathematics is the foundation of all sciences, and he says, quote, if you take science and spirituality together, you will progress in life, unquote.
Thank you, professors, for the excellent presentation. Jayatu Bhaskaracharya, Jayatu Bharatam. We conclude the technical part. And here's information of the Vedic math competition coming in May. Several countries are participating. We have kept it free for everybody, so people reconnect with the culture and the heritage. The online material is free. We will have the live online follow-ups with the experts. So there will be like Google Hangouts. And there'll be 2 half-an-hour exams each for below 12 and above 12. So before the exams, we have a lot of time to study the material and attend the follow-ups. And you can register at Overseas VBI or Know Our India. Thank you, everyone.